Hello, we are back for some more Project Motor Racing. We are back for another early access stream. Game is out on Tuesday, but fortunately, being a Giants partner, we have got access to it early, and we're playing on PS5 with a DualSense Controller. We're going to be doing a bit more of the career mode tonight. We did some the other night, and I was absolutely shocking at it. I'm not going to promise I'm going to be any better, to be honest, but we're going to give it a go. I've been messing around with the controller settings. I've got something that I'm okay with at the moment. I'll probably do another video on the controller settings over the next day or two. But yeah, we're gonna try the events I did the other day, and we'll try one of the other championships as well, I think, because there's a couple of US ones I've not tried yet in the basic. We're in the Mazdas, which is the basic car. I was having a go with this Porsche actually. That's there. I was trying that earlier because I noticed that was one of the multiplayer races. But I'm probably going to save the multiplayer and do that on Tuesday on release day because there'll be more people playing the multiplayer on Tuesday, so I'll probably jump in then. So yeah, I've had a little bit. I had a few goes, trying to get a bit of practice in, much needed. If you saw the stream the other day. So yeah, without further ado, we'll jump in and see how we get on with it. Like I say, it's out on PC and consoles on Tuesday. It's nice to have a bit of competition in the sim market on console, so that'll be good. So we're going to go in the single player. There's a couple of choices. You get the race weekend or career. Race weekend is when you just do any race combo. You just set any car and track that you like. I'll just go run through the cars so you can have a quick look what's in here. So we've got... this is its own Group 964 trophy with 911 Carrera Cup. MX5 trophy. As you can see, there's a bunch of liveries for each car. That's what we're going to be using in the single player events. Got NGT. There's a bunch of cars there. As you can see, each one's got a load of liveries. You can do custom liveries, but they're done as mods in this. Oh, it's a TVR. Very nice. GT4. Bunch of GT4 cars. Quite interested to give the GT4 a go. Sports Car 70, some classic sports cars there. Amazing stuff. GTOs, another class they've got in. Look like the old 90s American cars. 992 trophy, so it's a Porsche 911 GT. GT3s, which is I'm sure what a lot of people will be interested in. Couple more modern cars than GT7, but some older ones as well. So that'll be interesting to try at some point, the GT3s. We've got GT. It's not GT3, there's just a GT. Oh, there's a Viper. Murcielago. On the list of Storm. That's quite cool. There's some interesting cars. I quite like the selection. I do have the adaptive triggers turned on. I will have a look. Hey Joe, how's it going? I'll let you know in the events now. So we've got GT1, Group C. Again, pretty classic cars. Got LMPs. Got a couple of LMP cars. LMDH. Oh, the Valkyrie hypercar. That's nice, isn't it? I've got the Lego one of that. Just there. Well, the Lego version of that one. He says holding it in such a weird way that you're never going to be able to see it. Yeah, it's the Lego version of that thing. It's nice to be able to pick out a couple of the other ones. There's quite a few of the LMDH cars, and that's just all of them. So they're all the cars. We've got quite a few circuits. Scroll up the top. Got Brianza, which is Monza by the looks of it. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. I'm not entirely sure which one that is. Don't recognise the layout. Spa, which obviously they got the name of. Daytona, we've got. Derby, which I believe is Donington. We've got Kyle Army, which everyone knows. Lexington, that's one of the US ones, isn't it? Can't remember which one it is. Can't remember which one the Lexington one is. Lime Rock Park. We've got Mount Panorama, which is obviously Bathurst. Northampton, which is Silverstone. Nürburgring, which includes the short circuit. It's a different short circuit to the. It's a different sprint circuit to the one on Gran Turismo. I noticed. Yeah, which is a bit weird. I had to go over it before, and it felt very, very different. What else? We've got the Nordschleifer. Got the full one. Mid-Ohio. Oh, nice one. Thanks a lot. Nordschleifer 24 hours. San Marino. Sebring. Classic circuit. Spielberg. That's the Red Bull ring. And a short version of it. Sao Paulo is Interlagos. Zolder. A lot of these circuits I do not know because I've only really played Gran Turismo 7, so I know all the circuits pretty well that are in Gran Turismo 7, but anything else, don't really know it. So I'll have to learn it on the fly. But anyway, we're doing Korea. We've started off, we set up a racing team the other day. We started at the basic budget, so don't really have anything much, and we're starting in the Mazdas because that's the only car we can afford. It's the basic Mazda, and that's what we're doing. We're going to do a couple of events. I'm going to do the United Kingdom trophy because I've raced them the other day, so I might have a chance of actually getting somewhere. There's different sponsorship models and stuff. I'll go through that actually first before I do it. So in the garage, you can manage the team. You have your team registration. There's different sponsorship models. I've got event fees covered because I didn't have enough money to pay the events. So the sponsor pays the event fees, so I can enter visit for nothing on the events, and they take a cut of any money that I earn, which so far isn't much because I haven't been doing very well in the races because it's quite tricky. Because being a proper, it's like a proper sim. It's not it's very, very different to Gran Turismo, put it that way. We've got there's a few different sponsorship models. There's loads of different types, but event fees covered is the one. If you're gonna not win the races, is a good one. And we start off with a really low sponsorship budget, so we are stuck with the Mazdas for now until we earn some money, which might take a while. So I'm going to join this. We've got this one. We've got Silverstone short circuit, and we've got Donington. So don't need to repair the car. So this is running on PS5. Hi, Colorado. How's it going? So it starts off with a practice session, then a qualifying session, and then the race. That's the way they structure them, so it does look like a race weekend. So yeah, how's it going? I'm Mr. Evo Wolf. Hello. Hope you're good. So this is just all Mazdas with the livery I selected earlier on. So if I spin the tyres, let me see. Let's get it in gear, eh? I tend to do that, yeah. Might need a bit more oomph to spin the tyres. Start from a standing start. Yeah, don't feel that through the triggers. I feel that through the controller. Hey, catch. Oh, nice one, Russell.
Clear of pit lane.
So I've got to try and remember where this circuit goes, because we've got really cold tyres at the moment. Actually, what I'll do is I'll switch over to that one, because I can let's restart that, because then at least you can see the controller. There's loads of different views. I'll show you the other views in a sec for anyone who missed it.
Clear.
So we've got that's kind of like Gran Turismo's view-ish. Got external view, which like don't know why anyone would like it. Ethan, you've got the cockpit view, which I assume most people's going to use. Cold tyres. And this is the bonnet view, which is the one I tend to use. It's very, very slippery. Hey Millie, how's it going? I do remember. Oh, it's quite slidey, this car, because the tyres are still cold. Oh, you got a steering wheel, nice one. So I can remember the circuit a bit from the other day. Maybe need to do that in second, I think. It's a bit better. Oh, there's all sorts, yeah, it's full. There's a load of stuff you can change. I'll just park this over here so I can show you. So on the multi-display I've got, I can change. You've got ABS. I've got it set to authentic on the cars. This is Project Motorsport, Anna Rude, which is out on Tuesday. So ABS you can set, but authentic it's setting it to whatever the car would naturally feel like. You can change it if you want. Traction control is turned off for this car. Brake bias is set up. I can adjust that. Front and rear anti-rolls I can set up. I can set up the tyre compound, the pressures, the fuel refill, damage repair in the pits. You've got the tyres, got a split, and the current lap. So there's lots of stuff you can change. There's car setups and stuff as well. Which when I go back into the pits, if I go back into the pits actually, return to the pits. So you've got vehicle setup. So I can set up. Shows you the essentials and set up the fuel calculator and stuff like that. Tyres and chassis, so you can set up all that. All the steering rack, rate, the stiffness, damping, all that kind of stuff you can change. Bunch of force feedback stuff you can update for each car. All the suspension settings you can set. Engine and drivetrain stuff. You can see lots of things you can change. And your pit setup, you can change for when you come into the pit what you want to do. The 93, yeah, from Russell's gone from the 93 to the RS50. I do like the look of the RS50. It does look a nice wheel. Right, let's go back on the track, get a bit of practice in. Favourite car? I don't know yet. I've not really driven that many of them.
Hammer down now.
Like I say, I've not had that long with the game yet. That's more of a second gear corner than, isn't it? Oh, another car. Yeah, there's like I say, this when it comes out on Tuesday. I know the devs. There's a lot you can.
You've got 5 minutes left.
There's a lot of stuff they're still working on, which is they're aiming to improve or bring to the game. Favorite car? I don't know. Lamborghini Countach probably, or Countach, depending how you want to say it. So that was what I used to have on a poster on my wall when I was a kid. I was having loads of trouble with the left-right turns the other day. Hey Tubbs, how's it going? Very good. I'm probably going to be extremely slow because the AI is set on 100% for this career. Saw that corner horribly wrong. Oop. So I'm going to be way behind the actual cars. But I might just skip to qualifying. Yeah, I've not tried the online racing yet. I'll probably do that. Like I've said before, I'll do that on Tuesday when the game comes out, when there's more people playing it. Oops. Well, that went well. Right, let's go to the pits. It's very tricky to drive. If you're used to like Gran Turismo, it is tricky. It drives nicer than ACC did, in my opinion, because I wasn't a massive fan of ACC. So if I go to next, it'll do to. So that's just it. It'll end practice and go over to quali. Which I'll be amazed if I get anything other than like the back couple of positions. Yes, it is pretty tough, especially on a controller. I would imagine on a wheel it's a lot better. I have dialed in some controller settings where I can drive it okay. But even so, it's stuff like in Gran Turismo you don't even have to think about. Some of the weight transfer, and especially in these Mazdas. These Mazdas are quite tricky. Because you've really got to get the momentum going with it to get any fast laps. Should be able to drive through them. And the cold tyres make such a difference. It is like driving on ice with the cold tyres. It is quite tricky. I'm getting used to the steering lock and stuff like that. So try and get them warmed up for a lap. I couldn't really get on with ACC. I mean, Gran Turismo does controller so well. Gotta watch out for that curb. Hey Miracle Muscle, how's it going? The head-up display that you can see, you can actually change all that around.
Timing's begun. This lap counts.
You can turn things on and off and you can change them. Oops. Too much of that curb. So you can see my tyres have gone slightly brown because they've gone dirty. Yeah, there's various, I've seen it in the videos and stuff. There's rain and all that kind of stuff, but I've not really tried it. I'll have to test it out. See how it looks. In between this and the next race, I'll have a quick look at the different settings. That's such a tricky corner. I didn't really play many of the Project Cars games. I've done more 5th gear. Yeah, definitely need to do that section a lot quicker. With the AI on 100%, it's going to be interesting to see how far off I am. But I figured I may as well set it to difficult and then get better. Nearly. Let's see what time this is. I reckon I'll be a couple of seconds away. This is Silverstone, yeah. It's called Northampton in this. It's a bit better.
5 minutes to the end.
Might be a second gear corner, that really. Oh, track limit. Might not count this lap. Yeah, I think the license issue is. I've been enjoying it so far, Blink. It's quite a challenge. Until I get used to the driving, it's going to be difficult for me to sort of say whether it's better or worse than any other sims. Because it's so different. Yeah, maybe second gear out of there is better. Might get a couple more laps in qualifying. It's a bit better. I can do that much quicker, that corner. It's definitely not arcade racing, that is for sure. A standard PS5 this. Standard PS5, standard controller. Oops. Yeah, the AI can be a bit aggressive, I have noticed. If you're in the way, they tend to just barge you. Yeah, this is standard PS5 I'm on. Like I say, the AI are quite aggressive. But I'm a good second off. That's AI 100%. So I'm going to be starting at the back more than likely. The penalties are quite harsh at the moment, which they do know about and they are planning to update. A little bit better. Should get one more lap in. Hey Tempo, how's it going?
You've got 1 minute left.
That's quicker. No, this is Project Motor Racing. I could probably take that in fourth. That's probably the best I've done that chicane.
Session's done. Check your flag.
Oh, just missed out. Harsh. That is harsh. It's the AI is on it goes on a scale from like 0 to 100. I think it's 0. I've not done it all the way down, and I've got it on 100, so it's on the highest. Yeah, cat's getting closer. Right. So it's going to put us on the
Bad
race.
luck, mate. Some tough cars out there. We'll need a good game plan for the race.
So we were, I don't know, like 4/10 off. That's not bad. Well, 5/10. You know, half second off. I mean, it's a short circuit, but we're getting closer. Better if you'd have seen it on the. If you'd have seen me the other night, this is much better for me. Right, let's go in the race. They're all standing start at the moment. Load of rubber in on the track. It goes through this little routine of going through all the cars, but we'll skip that.
Keep focused.
Let's try and get a good start. Just got to try and catch up with them all now. Hey, on him. You see they're all just running away with it. Way off the pace. But then no one said it was easy. Need to brake earlier there. Like I say, for comparisons for this, if you look at the previous stream, and I might still bin it because it's quite tricky. I think we are gaining a tiny bit, or we were.
Flying out there, mate. Nice lap.
That was a bit better. It feels like I'm getting closer and then losing it on that corner. Ah, rev limiter got me. Well, we managed to catch the pack up. Ah, penalty.
Officials called a track limit violation.
That's what I mean. The penalties at the moment, you always just get 2 seconds. So if you get a penalty, it absolutely kills you. But they are working on that. And settle the car a bit then. That's the thing, in GT7, if you do that, you can just carry on going. Whereas on this, you've got to kind of wait for the car to settle. Otherwise, you're just going to spin out. I'm English. Yeah, I'm from Liverpool. Shame about that track limit penalty. I mean, this is the best they've done in the race. By far. Oops, he says. After hitting the thing and killing it. And he's binned it. Special move. It is catch. Gutted. Yeah, those sausage caves are absolute killer. It's the sort of thing you have to get used to in this. Surprised I don't get a track limit penalty for that. It's just trying to cut the corners as much as I can. See if I can get a decent lap together anyway. I reckon a few more races on this and I'll be in the pack.
Last lap, keep pushing.
I need to brake earlier and turn in later for that one. I'm sure I'll get a wheel at some point. I mean, it's not really a priority at the moment. I mean, on GT7, I'm competitive enough with a controller. I don't know what it'll be like on this. Well, I only binned it once, and that is the best we've done.
Like I said, there's some fast guys in this series.
So that was that was probably the best I've done. Like I say, we did it. We were sort of beating the other cars for a while, but you can see that it's been a bit of a procession, judging by the finishing positions. So I earned no money from that. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on till Tuesday for the multiplayer. What we'll do is, in between this and the next race, I will have a quick look at race weekend and we'll try some different weather. So we'll try, let's see, we go with. Let's try a GT4 car maybe. I don't know. What's anyone fancy? AMGs always sound quite nice, don't they? We've got an AMG. AMG GT4. So there's only a couple of liveries for this. Quite like that one. So we'll try that. Let's try Spa. I know what Spa looks like. A Spa. Season is autumn. Weather type cold, light rain, rainfall, random, rainfall. Weather deviation, low. Weather slot duration, time progression. So we'll try that and see what it says. Average hot, cold, light rain, rainfall. Let's see what the rain looks like. Time progression. I suppose you could... let's try that. And you can do a start time as well, so you could do a night race in the rain. Hold on. So we'll do a race at midnight in the rain. I don't think there's a Bentley on this. Let's see what a night race at Spa in the rain looks like. I'm only going to run some practice to have a look, because there's no way I'll stay on the track. So confirm that. Race. Let's see what it looks like. I've not tried the rain, so this will be interesting. Well, it's dark. It doesn't appear to be raining at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be raining.
Clear of the pits.
I haven't got the lights turned on. There we go. Ouch. This is cold tyres as well. Whoa. That corner's tricky at cold tyres. Yeah, and turn the lights off. Ouch. So the lights work. So the AI will avoid you if you're in the middle of the track. Let's see if I can get the rain on. Let's quit out, see if we can get the rain on. Start time 01. So it needs to set autumn, rainfall off, weather deviation off. So it's just looking at rain. Right, let's try that. See what that looks like. Because I don't think I'd saved it. And then we'll have a quick... Oh, there we go. It's raining. That's better. Well, or not. And then I'll see what it looks like in the daytime in the rain. I'll put it in cockpit view.
Clear of the pits.
Oh my word. It's a lot of spray. But I'm not going to stop there. Yeah, there's not a lot of grip. The rain looks kind of weird in that view. It looks better in cockpit view. You should do rain splashes, I think. Yeah, very little grip. Yeah, it's the main difference. Not much grip at all. It's on auto, the tyres, I think. Let's have a look. What tyres are on? Tyre compound is auto, so I imagine they're wet. Yeah, I guess they're wet. Also wet, yeah, it's automatically put wets on. Oh, you can save the setups and stuff as well. That's kind of handy. Mario Joe, yes, it is a simulator. Well, let's see what it looks like in the daytime, in the wet. Oop. 2:08 in the morning. Let's try a different car. Try a GT3 Vantage or an NSX. I'll try an NSX. See what that looks like in the rain. It's at 8 in the morning.
You're clear.
Oh my word. Car won't even go straight. It is literally squirreling around all over the place. It's the tyres when they're cold, trying to get them to move at all. I can see the puddles. That was a bit ambitious. Yeah, I was definitely a bit ambitious. I don't know. Can't ask. No idea on that one. I've seen a couple of people mentioning that some cars drive better than others. But there's a lot of stuff they're working on. Oops. Well, it's a lot different to Gran Turismo, put it that way. But anyway. So that's a bit of what the rain looks like in a couple of different car classes. So we'll go back to the Mazdas in my career. And we are at $89. I've got to cost to repair the car. So we're at Donington for this one. It's called Derby in the game for licensing reasons, I would imagine. Right, let's try and lay in this track again. Like I say, from what I've seen so far, the actual idea of it is great. The AI needs a little bit of work, I would say. I think if they sort the AI out, it'll be really good. Because I think it drives quite nice. On the controller, it's playable. It's just the AI tend to stick to like their own route. And they could barge you out of the way. Yeah, they are a little bit. Yeah, I started off with the lowest amount of money, so it's like starting from the bottom. So that's why I'm running a Mazda, because that's all I could afford. Overshot that a bit. Oh. Got to be really careful on the throttle on that corner. No, I don't think it's co-op. Yeah, it's just single player. I mean, the Sophie AI in Gran Turismo is pretty decent. And they've got the new version of it, haven't they, coming out in the next update. But yeah, it's notoriously difficult to do. Probably should be in third up here. I don't think they will increase the car limit, unless they can optimise the game a bit. I mean, you can play multiplayer with them. You can set up private lobbies and stuff. The AI is set to 100%. Yeah, it's the most difficult. Yeah, I think GTA 8 will do that.
You've got the fastest lap right now. Nice work.
That won't last. I mean, the bodes well, but everyone else is going to whiz past me. Oops. Nearly lost it on the grass then. Maybe I should just drive really slowly and slow all the AI drivers down so they can't go good laps.
Remaining.
I'm amazed that I'm actually... Shame this is just the practice session and not the qualifying. But this is pretty good going. Well, I'll do. Skip through to the qualifying, I think. So if I can do that in the quali, that'll be quite impressive. For me, anyway. Right, so... Okay, I had the second best time in the quali for that. Which is pretty good. I'm absolutely stunned at that, to be honest. There is no in-game livery for PS5s, no. You would have to create them on PC. They're done as mods in the game. But in order for other people to see it, they'll also have to download that same mod. So if you have like your own livery in Gran Turismo, it's different in this. You would have to create a livery, upload it, and anyone who wanted to see your livery in a race would also have to download it. So most people wouldn't see it in the race. Which seems to be how a lot of PC sims work, but I don't know if they'll add a system to, you know, automatically download custom liveries at the start of races or anything like that, but that would be a nice idea. But at the moment, it's done via mods. There's a guy who's one of the other Giants partners has done a video on how to do liveries and stuff. It's just the way a lot of PC sims do it. It's you know, kind of Forza and Gran Turismo. Kind of spoilers with that side of things. Right. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want to do the qualifying. So that's practice, isn't it? Next. Right. Next session is qualifying. Right, drive. There we go. Yeah, GT7's got custom liveries. I use them all the time. Excuse me.
All clear.
This is where I completely fly off the circuit. Because the tyres are cold. Sergio, yes, this is PMR. On PS5, being played with a controller. This circuit is really hard when the tyres are when the tyres are cold. It's very easy to spin out. Cold tyres don't like that corner. Oops. I'll show you the... right, in the cockpit view, I can go into cockpit setup. So I can change the... You can change how the camera moves in cockpit view. You can change how it shakes and how it moves around, how it looks into corners and stuff like that. So you can change all that. And also the free look you can change as well. You can change your seat position. So you can change it up, down, left, right, field of view. You can change the pitch of the mirrors as well. So if you've got triples and stuff like that, and you can see the mirrors, then I guess you can change the angle of the mirrors. So it gives you all that you can do. And at least you can actually get a proper field of view. So yeah, that's something GT7 doesn't do. So you can use that. You can also change the HUD setup, so you can turn on and off all the various bits of the HUD. Can't see that some of the HUD stuff they're working on, because I know there's a bug and you can change the HUD layout, so it gives you the HUD layout, and I can move stuff about as much as I want, lock it to grids and stuff like that. So you can move all the stuff with the HUD around. The only thing that doesn't work at the moment is the mirror. If you try and move the mirror and save it, it doesn't work. What are the cons? It's tricky on a controller. I've kind of got some settings dialed in that seem to work for me at the moment. So my controller settings seem okay. The AI is a bit aggressive. Just trying to think what else. I mean, it drives nice. I think the number of cars on PS5 is quite low. That's the same as GT7, really. Resume. So I've lost a couple of minutes of qualifying. I mean, like I say, it plays decent. I don't know what the multiplayer's like. Yeah, I've not tried it. But as you can see, it is playable on controller. Yeah, it's got replay stuff in. If I go to the pit, it might show me some of it. When it gets to the end of quali, I'll have a look at the replay. Or whether, I don't know if it's just this or in the race as well. Oops. Overshot that a bit. Let's return to replay. So it can show me where I'm up to. There. Right. Oh, change the speed down. Where is it? This is one speed, so you can change this. You can slow it down. I can change. So that's the trackside cameras. Bonnet cam. Chase cam. Rear view cam. Cockpit view. Let's put the speed back to what it was. There's 1 speed, there we go. Roof cam. It's the track side. Camera. Can change through the different cars. Can change the HUD options, so I can set various things. Oh, no. I can hold that down and it will bring most of the HUD away. You can still see the text at the bottom, but it takes most of the HUD off. It doesn't have a free camera, unfortunately, on the replays. But yeah, you can see it from different people and different views. Right, return to bits. Right, let's drive. See if I get a decent quality lap.
Timing started. Make this lap count. Hammer down now.
No worries. Thanks everyone for popping in, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new. And the best thing on console is it's got... You might actually have a decent competitor to a decent sim on console. Or one that plays well. Oop, too much grass. Too much grass. At the moment, I've got it set to authentic, so it's set to whatever the car's on. Let me just restart the quali so I can get a couple of decent laps in. So I have got the ABS is set to 3, which will be whatever is defaulted for this car, and the traction control is turned off for this car. So there mustn't be TCS on it. Because when it's set to authentic, it just gives you whatever the car is, but I can adjust that if I want to. So I can just drive through these in the pit lane.
You're clear.
Once you clear that, then the cars become solid. I'll try and do an actual quali lap. I mean, in theory, the career mode's a really good idea. You know, doing proper races, and you have to earn the money to race. Tyres are still a bit cold. Keep forgetting that corner. I don't want the grass. That's not going to help the tyres. Yeah, it does controller mods. Console mods. I'll show you the screen.
This lap is timed. Give it your best.
Right, let's see if we can do something with this. Yeah, didn't get that right. I should have gone through it in third. Nearly lost the car then. I didn't know this track at all until the other day. Need to just sort that corner out. Horrible line. It's pretty tricky in qualifying, so we're up to 6th. Track limits. I might get away with it though. I've asked the devs about it, so I'll see if I can find out.
5 minutes left.
Fair enough, Marge. If you say so. We can agree to disagree. Ouch. Everyone's up the game for after the actual race. This has got to be quicker. Come on.
Fastest on track,
get it.
mate.
Second. Caught the gravel. Caught the gravel. Ah, well, never mind. Let's return to the pits, see where we end up.
Hard luck, mate. Some tough racers out there. We'll have to come up with a good game plan for the race.
Third. Not bad. Third on the grid with 100% AI. Right. See how the race goes. We are going to get spun off by the AI. I know that's going to happen. So let's see how we go. I mean, look at us third on the grid. Like, if you'd seen the last stream, you wouldn't think this was possible. Decent controller setup and a bit of practice, and we're going. It is on the hardest AI. It's really awkward with the cold tyres as well. I just don't want to get any penalties because the penalties are super harsh. I think the graphics have taken a bit of a hit from the PC version, I think. Because it doesn't look it doesn't look as good as Gran Turismo at all. It looks better than ACC did. Wrong braking marker. Yeah, the rear view mirror is quite low resolution. Not seen any rolling starts yet. I think it's something they're going to add later. Car behind looks a bit beaten up. Totally rubbish on that corner though. Hey Eric, it's not too bad. Once you get it settled, right? Hey Felix. Like I say, there'll be a video coming on the controller setup. Ah, messed that up. Yeah, it's I think on this game with the force feedback, I think you'd probably got an advantage on a wheel. Need to brake earlier for that corner. Get a bit scruffy now. Need to try and catch these again. Oh, put the corner.
Track limit violation confirmed by officials.
That's the only down. That's one of the big downsides is the track penalties. You just get a 2 second. No, this is Project Motor Racing. But they are aware of the penalties system, and they are working on it. The RA course, which one's that one? I don't think so. Slipping back a bit now. 2 seconds is really going to kill my finishing time. I lost the back end then. Should be able to exit that corner much faster. It's just going in a bit too hot. Overcooked that a bit. A little bit slow through there. Had to brake too hard and caught the curb a bit. Ah.
Track limit violation.
Ah.
Officials noted it.
Killed it. Boo. Yes, Donington this. It was bound to happen. We were on too good a run. But at least the pace is there to keep up with the AI on the max level. So I'm quite happy with that. I can compete with the AI on a controller. Ah, crass. I was being a bit ambitious there. I thought I'll see if I can get a quick lap. One cool thing is when you drive through the grass, it actually leaves the tyre marks in the grass. Hey JR, it is a lot more difficult than Gran Turismo. This is more of a hardcore sim than Gran Turismo. So there's stuff you'll get away with in Gran Turismo that will completely spin out the car. But it's quite cool, some of the detail like that. Like that, if you go into a tank slapper, it's really easy.
You committed a track limit violation.
And it's a bit harsh on the penalties at the moment. But we're coming last, so I mean, it's not as pretty as Gran Turismo, that's for sure. But it's very playable, and I'm quite enjoying how it plays. Because I wasn't a massive fan of ACC. I think this is much nicer to drive. I mean, I can't say how realistic it is because I'm using a controller, so... But it's taken me a while to get used to these cars. And dial in some decent controller settings. I think it's difficult whatever you're on because it's a proper sim. It's easy to mess it up. But you can see the tyre marks in the grass. And they hang around a bit as well, because you can see the tyre marks where it ran off before. There's the tyre marks where it ran off. And these are the ones we've just been driving around. You can see them in the grass. All the tyre marks. I guess that comes from the farming simulator engine that it's built on. Because it's built on that Giants engine. So one thing it probably does really well is marks in grass.
Officials found a track limit violation.
I think I've launched that, whatever that was. Anyway, we'll just finish this race.
Like I said, there's some fast guys in this series.
Ah, well, never mind. It was looking good for a while. It was looking good for a while. No worries, David? That's just squeaky brakes, isn't it? I guess it's different in different cars. So we lost a bit more cash because we had to pay for repairs. At some point, we're going to run out of money. I need to start getting better because look at the state of that. So if I select that, 3,600 repairs. Look at the state of that car. So I can change the pick a different livery if I wanted. So if you created a separate livery, it'd show up in this as a mod, and other people would have to download it to get it available. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to repair it. Right. $4 grand. Ouch. So anyway, that's out of there. If I go into downloadable content, it's got a mod hub. So there's category, vehicles, packaged liveries. Are there any liveries? Yeah, there's some liveries. Team Goodwood GT4 livery pack. A Lamborghini Huracan livery pack 1. Acura NSX liveries, AMG GT3. So there's some people have uploaded stuff already. Some people have already got the game. Group 5 Revival pack, GT Decade pack. So unless they might already be installed. I think. Career events, GTO Daytona 250. So that, I've not really looked at the mod hub stuff. Group 5 Revival pack, Praga Bohema, and a GTE Decade pack. I've not looked at the multiplayer yet. I mean, I don't know what it's like on PC. I've heard that there's issues on PC. I mean, it plays alright on the PlayStation. I've not had any issues with the graphics. You know, they're not as good as on the PC, but if it's playable, the frame rates seem pretty consistent for me so far. But I've mostly been doing the Mazdas, I haven't tried anything else. The Praga Bohema. So can I install that? So there's a few mods knocking around already you can get. So apparently that's been downloaded. So there's no DLC yet. So it's 158 meg. So I've got the Praga Bohema, so let's have a look at it. Single player, race weekend. See if I can race it. So where will the Praga Bohema live? Will it be on its own? I need to find it. So it's all cars, so it'll be in here. See if I can find it. I'm hoping it's actually at the top, but we'll see. Is it in the list, or will I have to restart the game to see it? It says it's downloaded. There it is. Praga Bohema. Can I change any liveries for that? Oh, I changed a few. There's a couple of different colours of the Praga Bohema. Let's try that. What circuit should we try? Let's have a look at Interlagos. Um, 10 AM. Turn the rain off. Spring. Hot. Average. No opponents. Let's race it. Yeah, I've not tried the custom lobbies and stuff for multiplayer yet. Alright, let's see what this car's like. I would imagine it's going to be horrendous because it's a Praga. So you can look around it. I've remapped it because normally you can look up and down in the cars as well, but okay. Cool.
Clear.
No, it's out on Tuesday, dude. Says the tricky. Mind you, I have got cold tyres. Oh my word, it doesn't like you braking that fast. This is a handful. See how it manages down this straight. God knows what the braking marker's going to be. It's got some downforce, I'll give it that. The back end just wants to go on it. You put it into a lower gear and it just goes. That's so tricky. It's a nice looking car though. Look at that. Oh, it's because I've got a weird... Look how low it must be. Because the mess is making on the grass. Oh my god, it's so tricky to actually get going in the right way. Oh, it's so easy to take the back. No, exactly that. It's in second gear. It's got so much lift off oversteer. It's untrue. Which in Gran Turismo, I would get away with that. No, it'll just be the track surface.
5 minutes remaining in the session.
It's a handful. Yeah, this car's a handful anyway. Well, interested to try. That's good fun. Interesting to see that they've got some mods in there already, though. So yeah, there's already mod stuff down. There's Group 5 Revival Pack. So what's in that? Zaxby Group 5, Nissan Skyline Super Silhouette, Porsche 935, BMW Turbo Group 5. Don't know if I've already got some of those. The GT Decade Pack. So I might have some of this anyway because of the way, because where I'm set up as. It never quit. I'm enjoying it so far. Never quit. I mean, there's things that need improving, like the AI need improving, penalty system for the single player. But they know all this. A Daytona G250 endurance race you can download. So that's pretty cool. So what's in that? Fictional GT3 livery from Stray 4 Studios. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not tried the multiplayer yet, Daz. I was going to save that till Tuesday when more people are online. Because it comes out on Tuesday, so I'll probably run through it then. Let's have a look at one of the other cars. Let's see. I'll just do another drive around with something else before I finish off. No, there's nothing like that. There's no rally stages. It's just I mean, I'll go through the cars and tracks again so you can see them. So the cars we've got. Oh, track day. Okay, so that's a new. That is a new thing that's been added. A track day. The AI is not. The AI is better than what I've seen in Rennsport. They don't just randomly fly off the track and stuff like that. They do seem a bit better, but they will push you off the track. So we've got the MX-5, we've got the Carrera, got the NGTs. I'm quite tempted to give that a go. I used to know someone who had one of them. We've got the GT4s. I had to drive one of them before. So a bunch of GT4 cars. Some old sports cars. That old classic from the Gran Turismo 7's license tests. You have to complete a license test to play ranked multiplayer in this as well, which I've not done yet. So you've got these GTO cars. 911 GT3 from the 992 Trophy. GT3 cars, we've got Acura, NSX, we've got a Vantage, we've got two Vantages. R8. M4. M4 GT3. Corvette GT3, Mustang, Huracan. Does the GT3 Cup Porsche? Which one was that? This one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at different liveries. Let's have a look. I mean, you can set it up on pretty much anything, but I've got it on the authentic, so let's have a look. I've got ABS and traction controller turned off on it because I've got it on authentic, so no, it doesn't have ABS or traction control because of the settings I've got. Yeah, I can do an LDMH. Let me just...
All clear.
Watch how badly I lock up the brakes now. That back end just goes all over the place. Yeah, if you put it in the corner, the back end just slides around everywhere. Yeah, way too fast on that. Yeah, that's quite tricky to drive. It's drivable, but it's quite tricky. Right, let's try an LDMH one. Any particular one? I mean, you can turn it on, I guess, if you wanted to. Right, so we got any particular one? As I was saying before, I've got the Lego BMW, so let's try the BMW maybe. Let's pick a different circuit. I don't know Zolder at all. Let's see what that looks like. Well, that's very purple and yellow, isn't it?
Clear of the pits.
Good start. Oh, let's go back to the pits. I've wrecked the car. Start that again. It wants to turn left. I think it's because I've killed the car. Yeah, that's quite tricky. It's very quick. Some weird trigger feedback for this one. I've got very cold tyres. TCS is on 6. I can feel it coming on as well. It's got no ABS on, I don't think. Yeah, ABS is turned off. That's why it's so difficult to brake. You have to be very gentle with this car. Yeah, it's very easy to lock up the brakes. You've got to be very careful with the throttle as well. That is a tricky car to drive. That's going to take some practice. I think I've kind of damaged the car. So what? How did I get the game early? I'm a Giants partner, so I got it early through that. Oh, so what? So that's the car. So it starts off silent. Yeah, no worries. I'll be finishing off now anyway. I don't think you meant to just wreck the tyres by doing this. Yeah, I've probably done something to it. But anyway, that's an interesting car to drive. Let's try one more. Let's try one of these old ones. An old Nissan 300ZX. Hey, David H. Let's see what this car's like to drive. Don't really know Kyle Army. Oh, we'll stick with what we're on. Let's see what this car's like. Let's try not to throw it straight into the pit wall when we start. I mean, look at that car.
Clear of pit lane.
Listen to that turbo. Oh, okay. No brakes. No brakes at all. No Melvin, it's not out yet. It's out on Tuesday. I've got early access to it. Love the noise of that turbo. Proper dumps. Oh my god, the brakes are terrible. I mean, the cold tyres are very harsh, but cold tyres are harsh. It's going to be tricky to get used to this one. Tyres are still cold. Does not want to stop. And these tyres are still cold. I mean, look at this car, though. That's nuts, that car. That's a good point, actually, the pre-warm. Yeah, they are quite tricky, the cold tyres. But yeah, it's a decent variety of stuff in there. You know, there's a decent number of cars, decent number of tracks. So the depend on the career which way you go with it. Oh, there's a lot of gameplay in there. I've quite enjoyed how it drives. It's tricky, it's challenging, especially on the controller. I mean, I've got a controller setup that kind of works. Might need tweaking for some of the faster cars, but it definitely works for the early career. But yeah, right, I'm gonna have to leave it there because it's nearly 10 to 1 in some of the UK. So nearly 10 to 1, so I will have to finish it up. It's interesting music as well. So yeah, I've had a couple of goes of the career, tried a few different cars out. We're doing a bit better than we did on the other night when we tried it. We were all over the place. So with the Mazda, we've actually managed to keep going and get a couple of decent quality times on the controller, so that's alright. I'm planning to do a video on the controller settings and the ones I'm using, so look out for that next day or two. Kind of hoping tomorrow, but we never know. For the multiplayer, I'm going to have a go at... Oh, let me just switch back into this, sorry. For the multiplayer, to go into ranked, you need to do... Because I've not shown this yet, actually. I'll just show this before I go. You've got to do a license test. So you've got to race a Mazda MX-5 at Lime Rock Park with 4 opponents, 100% AI, and you've got to get a target time of 8:35 to qualify for the online ranked racing. So you need to beat that before you can do ranked racing. So I need to have a go at that. But you can play social races. So as well as the ranked races, they've also got these social ones, which keep changing every so often. So you can see there, it changes in a minute, 6 minutes, 6 minutes. So you can jump into one of them and do some multiplayer, and they don't affect your rank. So it's just getting used to the online multiplayer, really. So I'll have a go at some of this on Tuesday when I'm back on. So look out for that. But everyone, if you've got the game, you'll probably be playing, and there'll be more people online. So hopefully it'll be a better go at it. So yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks for the likes and new subs. All much appreciated. I will be back on Tuesday when this comes out. I'll do another stream of this, try some multiplayer, and hopefully not too much carnage, but we'll see. So thanks everyone. I will catch you then. Until then, bye for now.